A great white shark can snap a seal in half with one bite. It's got rows of teeth built for exactly one job, killing. And yet, divers have filmed sharks swimming right past baby seals. Not even a glance. Same thing happens with wolves. Same thing happens with bears. There's something going on here, and it's way bigger than one animal being nice. Let's start somewhere easy. Your cat. Watch how she acts around a kitten that isn't even hers. Slower movements, softer paws. She's basically a different animal. It's not a trick you taught her. Nobody trained that in. And it's not just pets. Wild animals do this too, constantly. Elephant herds have been filmed pausing for hours for a calf that fell behind. Not their calf. A calf from a totally different herd. Whales have been seen pushing injured young ones to the surface so they can breathe. Even magpies, birds that steal and fight over everything, tend to leave young chicks alone. And then there's the story almost nobody forgets once they hear it. Owen and Mzee. After the 2004 tsunami, rescuers found a baby hippo stranded and alone, completely separated from his herd. They moved him to a wildlife sanctuary in Kenya, and he walked straight up to a 130-year-old giant tortoise and refused to leave his side. The tortoise let him. They slept together, ate together, swam together for years. People called it a miracle. Scientists called it something else. They called it a switch flipping, one that's built into almost every animal on Earth. So what's actually flipping that switch? Part 1 is how young animals look. Big head, big eyes, short little limbs, clumsy movements. Scientists call this baby schema. A guy named Konrad Lorenz named it back in the 1940s. And here's the wild part. It's not species specific. Your brain reacts to a baby elephant almost the same way it reacts to a human baby. Researchers actually scanned people's brains while they looked at photos of baby animals. The reward centers lit up, the same regions that fire when you see something you love. Your brain doesn't check the species tag first. It just reads the shape. Part 2 is sound. Baby animals cry differently than adults. Higher pitch, sharper, more urgent. That sound hits the amygdala, the part of your brain wired for emergencies. Scientists played baby animal distress calls to deer, to seals, to meerkats. Every single one snapped to attention, even for babies that weren't their own species. And here's the part that gets stranger. They tested animals that had never raised young, ever. Didn't matter. The alarm still went off. It's not learned. It's already loaded in. Part 3, and this one barely gets talked about, is smell. Young animals give off different chemical signals than adults do. Lab rats that never had pups of their own still react differently to pup scent versus adult scent, almost like the smell itself is saying, "Stand down, I'm no threat." Look, shape, sound, and smell, they're all sending the exact same message. This one's young. This one's harmless. Don't waste energy on it. But before this starts sounding like some peaceful nature rule, it's not. Nature doesn't play fair. Male lions taking over a pride will kill cubs that aren't theirs, on purpose. Some fish eat their own eggs without hesitation. So the soft spot switch isn't a guarantee. It's a probability shift. It just makes an attack slightly less likely, not impossible. Sometimes territory and survival win the argument instead. So here's the real question nobody's fully answered yet. Why would this even cross species in the first place? If it only protected your own babies, that would make sense. This doesn't. Theory 1. The response is so ancient, evolution never built a filter for it. It just reads the signal, big eyes, soft cry, and reacts, no matter who's sending it. Theory 2. Tolerance created stability. Animals that didn't attack every young thing they saw had fewer enemies. Theory 3, and this one's kind of beautiful. Ecosystems that protect their weakest members hold together longer. Nobody's proven which one it actually is. Scientists still argue about it. But here's what humans did with all of this. We didn't just tolerate it. We took it further than any other species alive. People raise wolves, raise bears, raise birds that fell out of nests, and somehow, incredibly, those animals bond back. There are sanctuaries where lions raised from cubs still walk up to their old caretakers years later and just lean into them. Grown bears, rescued as babies, have come back on their own just to say hello. Nobody fully knows why we take it this far. Maybe it's just how big our brains got. But it might be the strangest, most underrated thing about being human. We look at something small and helpless that isn't even our own kind, and we feel responsible for it anyway. So here's what's actually true. There's a circuit sitting in almost every mammal's brain that fires the second it sees youth. And it says, this one gets treated differently. It's working on you right now. You see a puppy, a duckling, a baby anything. Something shifts before you even think about it. That's not you being soft. That's 300 million years of instinct still running in the background. And somewhere out there right now, a shark is swimming past a baby seal. Not because it's kind, because something ancient just told it to.